We are now at a harvest host. It's the Porter Sculpture Park, and as you can see right here, it's rated as one of the top 50 roadside attractions. We're just west of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and right off of I-90. It truly is a roadside attraction, easy to get to. Really interesting. So we got a chance to talk to the artist about how he started all this and his thoughts behind it. Really a cool thing out here if you want to take a little break from your ride or do the harvest host like we are. They actually, Wayne actually allows two RVs to get in here, just two. He doesn't have a whole lot of room, so he doesn't want to clog it up when he has other visitors. And since we've been here, even now, it's after Labor Day. It's not that busy, but people are still strolling in. He said during the season, he gets probably, well over 1,000, maybe even thousands per month that show up here. Well worth the trip. So come on, check it out with us. We're in Montrose, South Dakota, and just like many places in September, there's still construction going on. So we were moved over to the other side of the interstate. But then we saw this sign, and our exit actually was closed. Well, until September 7th, and it is September 8th today, so we are so hoping that that's correct and they're going to be open. But as we drove up, we could see one of the barriers was still in the exit lane. And somebody was actually moving cones. So we kind of wondered.
Oh, he says go through. Yay.
So I'm not sure if our timing was just right or what, but they actually waved us through. We were thrilled.
Wow. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right here, honey, right?
Take a ride. Yeah.
Okay, and look at, we can get back on, maybe?
Well, yeah, it's not closed up here.
Oh, baby. We just made it.
Porter Sculpture Garden is just a little bit off of I-90. You can see it's perfect as a roadside attraction. If you're coming to Porter Sculpture Park in an RV, you can see it is a gravel road, and it does wind around before you get up to the park. And there actually is one spot, looks a little hairy, but we made it just fine. The road is pretty narrow, and it's not too bad if you're on it by yourself, but I think it'd be pretty tight if you've got another RV coming from the other direction. But we made it just fine. So you can kind of see that the park goes way back there, and there's this big area for parking. So along this fence here, he'll allow another harvest host, and then we got the fence back there. And plenty of room for other people to just stop and check it out. Now let's go meet Wayne Porter, the artist behind all this beauty and whimsical fun.
So really, how did this whole thing start, and the passion of it? And
But I can tell you kind of the randomness that brought this here and everything. But I grew up in a blacksmith shop 150 miles away from here. I still live there. Han County has 2 people per square mile. We're known for world champion rodeo riders. I am not one of them. I studied political science and history. I would have studied art had I known I'd be doing this.
Yeah.
I went back, started a sheep ranch, and with a sheep now I'm vegetarian. Yes, it was state. South Dakota, take anything down you want.
Yeah.
South Dakota is one of the windiest states of the nation. Kansas, South Dakota, and Nebraska. So remember that, RVers.
Yeah.
I was on a sheep ranch. I went back and I went some sheep on grass. I helped Dad hammer steel, and then I'd knock off a sculpture. That went on for a long enough period of time that the shop was just lined with big sculptures.
Oh.
Then tour buses started to find hand counting and wanted to pay to see the art. As I said on Main Street, they'd pay me anyway. So I moved everything out to the Sioux Falls area. I got an interstate here. I got a big city over the hill. And then come the end of the season, I go back to the boondocks and start pounding steel.
Oh, no kidding.
But I build in the winter. I build out big outside in the cold. And I need to adjust to that.
So
Yeah.
who owns this property here?
I do.
You do. So what are you currently working on, or what did you just currently finish?
The horse isn't quite done. I am I got cut scaffolding out until I could throw a torch in the back of my pickup, come down here in the winter, so I won't start a fire, and cut the scaffolding out. My scaffolding remains.
So how has your partnership with Harvest Host worked out for you, and how long have you been a member of that?
I don't know how many years, but I find fun entertaining people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the object here, is to have fun. People come here in fun mode.
So did Harvest Host actually approach you?
When they called me and started asking if they had hookups, I said, no, I'm not a campground. Do I have this? No, I'm not a campground. And I said, I like dogs. And they said, can we send you some with dogs? I said, sure. But not everybody has a dog, right?
Yeah. We don't.
And, they don't worry about hookups. They just fire up the generators.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we appreciate you accepting Harvest Host, because this is pretty awesome.
Well, and not only that, we like the wineries. They're very peaceful and beautiful, but we really don't drink that much wine. We love the museums, and we love the art places like this. So this
is an unusual
This
stop.
is actually our favorite type of stop. Something unusual. I mean, I don't know if at night or if it's even safe to be walking around here, if there's animals that we should...
Are you afraid of the coyotes?
Are there coyotes?
Oh, they sound off really nice.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid of the coyotes. The average coyote weighs 30 pounds, and they are terrified of people.
Okay.
You may hear them.
Yeah.
Our nickname is the Coyote State.
Okay.
Oh.
And when you're talking weird, we are one of the weirdest sculpture parks on planet Earth, according to Fox News.
Oh.
That's great.
And as you can see, Wayne has been written up in a lot of different magazines and newspapers.
Wow.
Okay, so you told us a little bit about who's the painter here of all your sculptures.
Oh, my big sister grabbed her boyfriend and said, Wayne, these things are getting faded. I said, I haven't got time to do it. I keep on extending my season out. There is no time. I was trying to think people to hire. Well, they came and painted. It took 2 years off. Painted everything.
Yeah.
Check that off my list.
There you go. Thank you, big sister.
Which was the first one that you did?
Oh, we're gonna get to that. I'm from cattle country. When I was 10, Dad had me working at an anvil, pounding steel. I knew how to do a few things. Couldn't weld yet. Made a head of a bull. Wore it around my neck.
Wow, that's how it started?
Yeah, that's how it started. I have to take care of customers.
Okay, if that's how it started, then I want to know which was the last one you did, so we can say, well, if he drops over tomorrow climbing on one of these, which was your last one?
The horse.
The horse.
Greetings.
There's some really cool sculptures in there, bats, spiders, snakes,
Oh.
and there's also a creature, so if you scare easily, be wary of that.
Okay.
A little edgy.
The creature of the Black Lagoon and Indiana Jones met up inside the bowl,
Okay.
and only one of them got out. Oh, the humanity.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you can come around the other side and sign the book.
Okay, and you're not kidding me. I know that's your next sculpture there down with the cranes, but you
cranes,
don't have to
yeah.
be. You don't have to be.
I
that
almost had a crane sculpture. When we were moving that horse, it was that year the water went over the interstate.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
How deep?
Flooded. It kept flooding. The water didn't stop that year.
Wow.
Wow.
But that was 3 years ago. It did not stop. So as the crane was going down, 200-ton crane, 10-wheel drive, just goes zoom, right in the mud. 10-wheel drive, 200-ton crane stuck. You were stuck.
You're there.
We didn't know we were going to get it out, and I'm thinking it's tipping. And I'm thinking, oh, I can make a sculpture out of that. That'd be a big giraffe.
That crane, what didn't come on your property for a job? It just got stuck out there.
No. The crane that we had here to
Oh.
move that horse.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
so where did you build a horse? In
I built it 150 miles away, a little town that I live
Yeah.
in. And then we took cranes and trucks and moved it all out here.
Wow. So how many Harvest Host people? What's the biggest group you ever had?
Officially only allowed 2.
Mhm.
Before I realized we were becoming popular, I was getting 5.
Yeah.
So I allowed for 2 big ones, one big one against the fence, one big one here.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, we all fit, and you still have room for people dropping in to
Right,
get around.
right. That's the
Yeah.
whole idea.
All right. Shall we carry on?
We'll carry on. Hey,
Thanks,
for the
Wayne.
heads up.
So we've got a $10 admission for adults. It's super windy here, and at this point, Mark is apologizing for the sound. Even our microphone dead cats didn't help at all. Wayne has never taken an art class, except for the basic blacksmithing he learned from his father. Wayne's art skills are entirely self-taught. To get these huge pieces to balance is also quite a feat. Okay, Mark is amazed on the detail, the crinkle between the thumb.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that these are all separate pieces that are then smoothed and everything, but look at this dent right here. This little flab and this ligament that's here. There it is.
Nice.
Wayne Sculptural Park is open from mid-May through mid-October. He has 18 acres of open prairie with no enclosed spaces, and it is dog and pet friendly too. Also, there are golf carts available for those who are walking
Look at this.
impaired. Now that's a nice amenity.
It's flying away with an anvil.
Don't step under them.
I love the signage with info and poetry. Like rainy day. I never had wished to show her fish. I thought it would be kind of odd.
You know, I'm really confused now, Sue.
Why?
Well, here's this fish out in the rain with an umbrella,
That doesn't-
still getting wet, and then make matters worse, taking a shower. But still, if you caught that fish, no matter how much it's getting rained on and taking a shower, you still have to clean it.
Some of these pieces are really large and fun.
Wow.
So it's a fish bowl with a crack in it, and the fish are escaping. And here's one that flopped out.
Woo. Oh, they're all up around the front of the place
Yep.
too. Swim, fish, swim.
So it is interesting to see how it's all put together, actually. The welding, the bending. Wow.
One thing I love about this sculptural park here is it's got all sorts of different caricatures and faces and, you know, full body, half body, and it shows all the different reactions to different things and aspects that happen in life. And this sculpture to my right actually is a pretty good depiction of what it was like when I first discovered what it's going to cost me to live in a Newmar Dutch Star.
This is a nice little piece of Wayne's history. Magic Dragon. It's called the Magic Dragon because of its previous site. People would get engaged under it. It is the first large piece that Wayne made. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's got a little collection of old farm machinery out here too. And a lot of his pieces actually are made from junk. It was always one of my favorite projects to do with some of my students in a 3D class is bring in junk and see what you can make from it. This guy's making a living from it.
What do you got going on there, Sue?
Wow. So on the way here, we had a lot of flies in our rig, and we have like 3 fly swatters. I'm thinking this is revenge of the fly. A little scary. So you can see that Interstate 90 is just a hop and a skip away. It truly is a roadside attraction. Our musician was playing music for our dancers.
Yeah.
Mark, what are you doing?
Well, it's just that this statue just so totally reminds me of you. It's a beautiful hair.
Wrong color. This sculpture really had to be planned out. The crazy crisscrossing of support. Wow.
So Wayne was saying that he has to wait now until winter so that there's snow here and he doesn't have to worry about starting a fire, and then he's going to cut all this scaffolding out.
Oh, is that what he
That's
said?
what he said.
Oh.
But in case you didn't notice it, Sue, you should step back and show how perfectly proportioned
It is.
everything in on this thing is. It's unbelievable. It doesn't look distorted at all.
Mark is fascinated with this one and the construction of it. He's doing some engineering analysis, obviously. Look at him. He can't help himself.
I don't know how he's able to get the scale correct so that this thing doesn't look distorted when you're working on it. So you got to remember, when he's working on it, he's seeing this.
And now we're coming up on the horned bull that Wayne and his sister had told us it's a little edgy, got some scary creatures inside, and it's 60 feet tall. What a cool silhouette up against the skyline, though. Wow.
It is big.
It is. This guy you can definitely see from the interstate. He is huge. It appears that the bull is guarded by some sort of human rams, really detailed and sets the mood for what's inside the bull. So Wayne did warn us that if we go into the backside of the stair be warned, you might be startled. I already went in there and I'm not going to tell you what we saw. And it can be startling, so you're going to have to come here and check it out yourself. Very cool. Really checking that one out. What do you think it means, Mark?
Well, I'm not sure. We haven't been able to talk to Wayne yet. But I'm thinking this is one of those times you got to watch what you wish for. Because you can imagine this guy, he might have been working on something, you know, and all of a sudden he goes to his wife, he goes, "Hey, I need a hand here." Now he's stuck with that. Okay, maybe it's useful one time, but I mean, imagine how stupid you'd feel for the rest of your life.
Oh my
like
God.
that.
So it's kind of nice the way they have it set up. It is a loop. We're coming back around the second part of the loop that'll lead us back up to the beginning. I mean, the way they lay it out it's really well done. Let's check out the rest of it. There are over 50 sculptures here at Porter Sculptural Park. We definitely didn't show them all. You really need to make this a stop, even if you don't stop as a Harvest Host member overnight. Just pull off I-90 and check it out. Now I want to talk about harvest hosts, but hang in there, we've got a great sunset at the end. And there is plenty of room for 2 RVs, and yes, we did hear coyotes at night. So cool. If you're not a Harvest Host member already, you can save 15% with our referral link. Just go to our YouTube channel and then click on any video and scroll down. You're going to see the description and you want to click on the Show More tab and then scroll down some more. There you're going to find the Harvest Host link. So simply click on that link and that's going to take you to their page that says your friend gave you 15% off. Use code HHFriends15 at checkout. You also want to look up here and make sure it does say Our Journey in Miles, that we get the credit. And we appreciate your support. Another way you can get to the Harvest Host is through our website. Just go to ourjourneyinmiles.com and then under the blog tab, you're going to see one of the categories is Harvest Hosts. Once you get to that page, you can read all about it and our experiences with that. And keep scrolling down. You're going to find our link that actually take you to the site where you can sign up as a Harvest Host member. So once you get to that page, just scroll on down and you're going to find Join Harvest Host today. One other thing I want to mention also is that between November 22nd and December 31st, 2021, Harvest Host will offer a public discount of 20%. So make sure you come to our page, click on it between November 22nd and December 31st of this year, 2021. And you also want to make sure it says HH Friends 20 for this short amount of time, just to make sure you get the discount. If it's not there, type it in and get that 20% discount. Porter Sculpture Park was a great place to visit and a great place to spend the night. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video and you haven't already subscribed, please consider it. Give us a thumbs up and we'll see you next time.